think we might be back soon.
Are we back?
Oh, yep.
Yep. Cool.
Sweet. Hello.
Nothing happened.
Absolutely nothing happened. What would you wish for?
I wish Zora's ruled all of the kingdoms.
That's evil
perpetuity.
things. That's evil things you said. I did think of one wish that would be really funny. I don't know if this is a serious thing to consider. We could wish for Charlie the Cuckoo to be brought to our time. Which would be probably the stupidest thing anybody's ever used the Triforce for.
That is very clearly the single best wish anybody could ever wish for.
What happens when we use a Triforce wish?
You get a wish.
But
Yeah,
does it like
regardless, it does go back.
Triforce is automatically depleted
goes-
and it returns to its resting place in the Sacred Realm.
Okay, so it's gonna go back to the Sacred Realm either way.
Yeah.
That's true.
Might as well get Charlie. I mean, Charlie.
I was gonna say
can be friends
Eugene
with
Provost
Darlie.
to hold him accountable, but I don't know if that's
My
a good
Cuckoo
idea
is much
compared
more
to Charlie.
important.
We don't have
than
the
your
information
demented
to know what the
mentor.
rules of this are. I'm just gonna let that.
I would be okay keeping it safe, but if you also went to bring your dear friend Charlie back, I don't think that is too large of an ask.
Too selfish.
I think unless anyone has very strong feelings, I really feel strange about using this in any sense. It feels very
I have
beyond.
an idea.
What?
What if we wish that all great fairies were restored to power in perpetuity instead of needing
That'd be really
rupees
nice. That'd be really
for
nice.
payment or anything like that? And then it's like this massive, powerful resource that is completely and totally at their full capacity for any other bullshit that happens. That's now
Free-
another super powerful entity that can help defend the kingdom.
Highly in healthcare.
Hey, subsidized healthcare.
I'm okay with this
universal
wish.
healthcare.
I'm okay with this
Fairy
wish.
hair for all.
That is actually a really good wish. Why has nobody
really
thought
good.
about that? What?
I would consider that a very benevolent wish.
That's a very.
You have to crush me between one of them has to crush me between their thighs or something.
I would.
Someone's like standing in front of yours, just like no, stop talking.
Not actually said in game. Clawing that back.
The queen.
Come. And the Queen Zelda, will guide you all back beyond the door of time, beyond the stone door, into this back room, this back hexagonal room that was where the portal to the Sacred Realm was open and the sages and everything. It's completely empty right now.
Mhm.
And there's still that magnetic attraction between the Triforce pieces. If you lift them up and hold them aloft, they will unify into the complete Triforce.
Do it.
Do we? No, I think. Do we all touch it together? I think we.
Yeah,
have.
we all touch it together.
Okay.
We're wishing for the fairies to be sustained.
In perpetuity.
The great fairies.
Perpetuity.
So they never need rubles again.
The
Rubies.
golden Triforces hum and shine with the divine light. And then vanish. Nothing about you has changed.
I'm still here. You're still here. You're still here. You're still here. Okay. I have all that I need.
So?
Finally.
What happens in each of our adventure stories? Who wants to describe how the rest of their adventure plays out?
I think Tatuk would go back to his home village and start writing his book. And on his way back, he'll stop at all of the major fairy shrines to say hello and just make sure that everything's okay. And then, or pools. And then when he finally writes his book, he'll publish it in the university so that it's free. It's a new Hyrule Historia and an adventure account.
Mhm.
And then we'll basically live nomadically visiting the other people until he dies.
In a very long time. For sure.
I'm gonna say that Virus becomes a cocoa farmer in Zora's domain
Oh my gosh.
and becomes like the source of all things cocoa within Zora's domain, right? Like he's that guy, while also still obviously guarding the domain as the champion and having Coco's like as a key part of the new Zora defense system. Because if you
Mhm.
damage one, you're gonna get swarmed by a bunch of fucking Cuckoos.
All of these Zora just with shields that have like Cuckoo strapped to them.
Cuckoos strapped to them.
The most ridiculous defense.
Yes.
Oh my god.
There is a new fountain in Zora's domain.
Yay.
And when
I
you
love
go to investigate, her name is Venus.
I'm gonna say that Virus will take like defending the Great Fairy as his like thing that he's going to defend instead of like just the domain itself.
There is a small correction to that. She is not a great fairy. She is the queen of fairies.
Ooh.
Who knows that she is going to be very well protected here.
Army of Cuckoos, baby.
I think Soren is going to kind of take up her vigil, her frequent vigil out at the like Arbiter's grounds. And I think probably as a long-term project, she will. This is a terrible idea, but she will try to like create a tunnel. Like it's very much giving like original Tears of the Kingdom trailer of like her with the torch like down these like underground ruins, like looking for the Mirror of Twilight, just to just to visit and see. Like, I mean, things have undoubtedly changed quite a bit. She wants, that's her goal, but ultimately to keep other people from being able to access it. Like, if anybody shows up to try to mess with it, they're going to see her first for sure. And that'll be her kind of continual goal after that.
You dig into the ruins, but you do not find the Mirror of Twilight. You instead find infinitesimally small bits of glass that would have formed it. However, with time stabilized, you do have your one active time shift stone. You may even, if you bring it to the Temple of Time, they would be able to fashion it into a time shift orb that you can carry around, and use in a very, very small and sustained area, where you could make a very small time shift and only use that for your own purposes.
Yeah, I think she would definitely do that. I think she would also, maybe she would only talk to the Sage of Shadow about it, because that seems like the person who's best at keeping secrets in all of the kingdom. I think she would definitely tell her about that, and would, I don't know how much control there is over like the amount of time you shift, but I think there would be a lot of sort of personal experimentation like down there with that, just to like maintain that connection, because she's, you know, kind of irrevocably connected to that realm. So
Eventually, you do master it, and you figure out the limits of where you are able to shift to. Not much. Like, you get it back to where you had originally shifted to, and you learn that if you go like 50 years in the future, there's no more mirror. If you go like 45 years in the future, things are bad, so you don't go there anymore.
there was like one experiment where the bubble opened, and then behind her is just this like hulking skeletal figure, and it just immediately had to close that. Just like, we don't go there. We don't go there. So that's Soren. Soren is the unofficial, self-declared Sage of Twilight. Just make sure nobody messes with that.
Sequel is gonna return home and get a very stern talking to from her mother.
Your parents are actually in the temple whenever you exit from the room.
Oh no, that's even worse. Sequel, we're just returning back. We do the wish and everything, and then it's just, hi.
And your parents just immediately come and pick you up and hold you very, 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 very tight.
And she'll like, oh, yeah, go.
Sequel, you had us so worried.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
We know you're not going to be a fledgling for very, very much longer. We know you have to leave the nest and go off and explore.
Yeah.
Just, we're so very, very proud of you. And please tell us whenever you wander off where you're going to be, so that we don't have to worry anymore.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. If it's any consolation, I did not mean for any of this to happen. So
we know, but we're so glad you were there, because you and your friends handled it really, really well. We just don't do that again, but also it's okay if you do.
okay, this is such an interesting set of feelings. I feel bad, but also
I know, us too.
I do have an idea though. And so basically what she wants to do is she's gonna not be like a postwoman. She's gonna kind of like quit that job, and I think she's gonna work a while with Froka, her sister, who's the warrior, and
Yeah.
kind of like get some skills with that. And then we didn't meet them, but I think two of her two brothers, Ket and Fish, they're bards that travel around. And I think she's going to join up with them and be kind of like their bodyguard as they travel around, kind of like helping them go like further since they have some protection, and that also helps her like get to. It's like, hey, I'm with family, but I still get to like explore and journey around and stuff like that. So it's kind of like the best of all worlds. But yeah, and that's basically it. She's just gonna do a lot of exploring stuff and make sure to not probably I don't know, maybe something crazy like that happens again, but if she gets called on, she's ready for it. But if not, she'll just be doing that and make sure never to freak her parents out that much again.
But as we close out, the Triforce rests in the Sacred Realm. The Furies are gone. Queen Zelda is back in her position of power. And Princess Liana will continue waiting until it is her time to take her grandmother's place. But the realm is at peace for a long, long time. That's where we're in.
Did it!
Yay.
Yay!
You beat
Way
the
to make me
game.
like super close to cry at the end there, Connor, playing Sequel's parents. God
What?
damn it.
Why would? Who, me?
We had to. They were left in the dark the whole time.
This whole time, the parents were going to be completely okay. It's just that
Never got to that
whenever
point.
y'all got together, Seagull was fucking almost dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole time they were just going to be like, yeah, it's okay that you don't want to be a postmaster. Just tell us where you are.
Yeah.
This is a very typical character beat that for Blair of, oh man, those parents are gonna be so mean, and then they're the nicest people on the planet. That's good.
But yeah, any post-campaign clarifying questions?
Was that Hylian knight next to the queen wasn't a specific person?
was.
it?
Link.
The hero chosen by the sword whenever Zelda went into the Sacred Realm, which, by the way, what had happened there was 35 years ago, whenever the Furies were causing the trouble that killed off the last generation of sages and everything, Zelda had imprisoned all of them in the Sacred Realm in Amber.
Hmm.
So at the start of this, whenever Zelda went to go check on the Triforce and everything, they had escaped and imprisoned her in Amber and stole the Triforce.
Mm.
Gotcha.
And whenever that happened, Link had actually gone into the Sacred Realm to try and free her, but didn't really have a way to until Liana and Paula had gone in after.
So he's just been waiting there for a long ass time.
He's been doing things.
Got it.
Doing some things.
Things and stuff.
Things and stuff.
Cooking a lot of dubious food in the Sacred Realm, probably.
Well, I did mention that one of the things that Psycho said was that the Sacred Realm had turned into a dark world.
Oh,
So there were monsters and everything there.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he was just
So he was defending the Amber.
Yeah, just doing Link stuff, really. I mean, there's no telling, to be honest.
Oh, I have a question. Was Amon, was he good or bad? I've like
He was misguided. He wasn't bad. It's just he had a stupid fucking plan.
Gotcha.
So he didn't have an actual like plan. He was just like, I need to prevent any other disasters from happening in the future, and the best way to know that, the best way to prepare, is to learn the truth about our history. But he got so obsessed with the placement of myths in the timeline that it just drove him crazy.
Connor looks at the camera, looks directly at Reddit as an entity.
It's because he was focused so much on sorting out the nitty gritty things of like where things had occurred in the timeline
Mhm.
that he was missing the big picture things that he could have learned from studying the myths.
Gotcha.
Just the
And then
lessons.
and then the Furies were trying to like
The Furies' plan was to go back to the time of the original Demon King
Mhm.
and kill him there. Like and completely stop the whole cycle of resurrection and curses and wars and everything from the very beginning.
Which is what happened in Low Rule, but failed, right?
In Low Rule, they wished away the Triforce.
Okay.
Because it
Same
all
of-
started because the Demon King did want to capture and use the Triforce for it himself.
Got
So
it.
kind of, but in Low Rule, it was kind of a like, oh, after hundreds of years, this triangle is clearly the cause of problems. Let's wish it out of the picture, and then the land started to crumble.
Got it.
Because it was an anchor of that light force.
Gotcha.
The Furies wanted to completely remove the Demon King from existence.
But also we're
Got it.
kind of made of the same. That'd have been a messy situation if we let them just do that, you know? Like I like their spirit. I like the intent. It seems good. I just
The part that really drove them to that fury came from the curse itself. The
Fair.
Demon King, the source of that curse, that gloom, that malice, it wanted out. It wanted out of the cycle itself.
That's fair.
But the plan would not have worked. They would have gone to the past. They would have gotten got by Girahim, and then
Girahim would have murdered him in 3 rounds, and then he would have had the Triforce, and then things just really got out of hand after that.
Things just get bad. I don't know if Girahim can use the Triforce, but like things would have gotten bad.
An amendment is what I don't know if you remember, but what did the Twilight Princess write in the journal to Took? He would spend the rest of his life studying Low Rulean and Twilight. That would be like his just passion project as he was traveling from.
It's something along the lines of absolute power will corrupt absolutely. So in order to wield that power, it must also come with great responsibility. It's something along those lines that isn't that corny.
Okay. Yeah, no fair.
But
probably more.
It is the lesson that was learned from the original race of people who got banished, using ultimate power to try and establish that realm.
Cool.
They had that power, they weren't using it responsibly, and so they got banished. Honestly, to a place that was pretty fucking good for a long time.
Well, it was.
Wow.
Till it wasn't.
Well, Connor, that was fucking amazing.
That was
Thank you so much.
This was super fun, and hey, we learned the Cypher system almost.
Yeah, kind of.
It's
Almost.
complicated.
Yeah.
We'll be ready to run Old Gods of Appalachia and the Magnus Archives role-playing games when they come out.
Exactly, and those are actual horror games.
Yeah.
Not just the psychological shit that I do.
No, this was so good, and like, thank you
good.
so much for building all of this, and like it was just so good, so much lore, so many things, and yeah, and thank you so much for bringing it to the channel and sharing it with all of us.
This is the first time that I heard of your existence. Was like, hey, our friend Connor wants to run this Zelda thing. You should do it. So
Yay,
I'm
me.
glad I got to meet you do it.
Plus one human.
Plus one human.
One human.
New friend.
New friend.
Yay. Well, okay. Is there anything else before we do outro things? No?
Other
we
than another
good?
thank you, that was
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Big,
Round of
big,
applause.
big
fine.
thank you.
Fine.
Yeah, round of applause.
Good enough.
Wee. Well, then Connor, we'll start with you. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, what things you're doing.
Hi, I'm Cyber. I use he or whatever pronouns. I'm here. Not anymore.
Until the next thing.
Until the next thing. I'm on Indoor Adventures on Monday playing D&D. We're level 20. And I'm on twitch.tv/cyberwolf121. I'm streaming sometimes. Right now I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom. We did the tutorial. We'll be doing more stuff whenever I feel like it. That's it. I will be compiling my notes for the Hyrule Cypher system conversion. They will be put somewhere whenever I am done,
Nice.
but I'm not
We
rushing it.
we'll promote the shit out of it whenever
Yes.
it does go down. So let
So
us know.
hopeful.
Keep us in the
And so
know.
cool.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ethan.
I don't have anything coming up really, but I will say I won't be there for the first couple games. But Mike's Weird Game Summer's around the corner. We've got Over the Edge. There's a Trophy Dark incursion based on a state fair called the Butter Princess. Eat Trash Be Free, Troika. There's all these like fun weird games that don't get a ton of love, and so we're really excited to bring those to the channel. So stay tuned with that. I think that's going to be starting next Thursday. Yeah, I think next Thursday on the 15th. So keep an eye out for that. But that's all I've got to rep. Don't look for me. I'm not anywhere.
Oh,
Don't look on Twitter.
No, yeah, no, I'm at EJ the Gray on things. So
oh my God. Thank
Eat
you.
Trash Be Free is now like my favorite name for anything ever.
you play as raccoons. It's Blades in the Dark. You're doing like heist shenanigans as anthropomorphic like woodland creatures.
Eat
It's
Trash
amazing.
Be Free by David Cox. Huh.
Well, before you get too wrapped into it, Matt, tell us who you are and what you're doing.
Hi, I'm Matt. I play on High Shelf occasionally, things and stuff. We've got Savage Kingdoms is finally back with Rise of the Orphean, so that's gonna be fun. Kicking off soon. And then is Call of Cthulhu gonna be streamed, or is that just like a game for us?
No, it is. We just we haven't said anything about it yet, but
It's a
we
little.
should be.
Yeah, we should announce that soon. But yeah, we'll have a Call of Cthulhu game coming up. We'll have to rep that on socials because it's a little ways out. But
We do. But yeah, we should. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, oh, we could probably talk about that now since we have like a date and time. There's a Call of Cthulhu game coming soon.
coming soon.
That some people right here. Ew. Yeah. Sorry, Matt. What? Anything else?
No, that's it. Be kind
Thanks
to your
for-
neighbor.
Oh, that's cool. Also, thank you for Virus. Oh my God, I think
Mhm.
like Virus is my favorite character.
Ah,
I fucking love
you're
Virus so
welcome.
much.
I've never played a brawny character in anything. I'm always like the bard, rogue, like warlock. I
Himbos are
almost
so
exclusively play
fun.
warlocks. Yeah, yeah,
I want merch of Charlie and Darlie now. So,
yes.
tell Taylor wherever she's at. We'll-
I got
we
it.
want stuffed animals. We want plushies.
Yes.
Stuffed cuckoos.
That would be
Uh,
amazing.
can't be a
Plushies,
cuckoo. It's just a
T-shirts.
chicken.
Just
It's
just
just a
chicken.
chicken.
Just a chicken. Just a chicken.
Just a normal chicken. Just a
normal-
normal, very deadly chicken.
Just a chicken.
You
Uh,
could
yeah.
I do
buy.
want
Oh,
want
sorry.
the T-shirt with the cuckoo design on it, and then it just says like Zora's Domain Defense Force, and it's literally
Yes.
Yes.
the cuckoo. That's like, but like
That's
battle
amazing.
hardened cuckoo with like the headband and like a scar over the eye or something.
Yeah.
Just really
Oh
like
my God.
wild.
Punished Darlie. or
Punished
Venom.
Venom Darlie. Yeah.
That is so good. Hold on.
Or like you could spoof the U.S. Air Force logo to where it
There you
looks
go.
to where it looks like a cuckoo.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Instead of the eagle, it's oh my god, the merch ideas right here at the end.
I've clipped it so we can send it wherever it needs to be
Perfect.
sent. Gavin.
Well, I got that one. And I am Gavin. I will disappear into the ether for the time being.
No.
And then, oh no, next month we got Mass Effect. And
Yeah.
then I'll pop out of the ether at some point.
Should sign up for Thursday games.
Ether. And that's it. That's all I got. Thank you everyone for playing. This has been true. I
was
wasn't
a
even a
ton of
big
fun.
Zelda person, or like I'd only played a little bit of Breath of the Wild, so it's like it was such a new learning experience that was so fun for me.
I will say
Nice.
if you ever just in your boredom start looking up Zelda lore videos, you will probably hear a lot of things that are just going to be like, oh shit, from now on.
I probably
Right.
will.
That's the best. That's the best stuff. Great. Hi, I'm Blair _ Canadian Moose all over the place. I'm usually here. Today is day 3 of 4 games that I'm playing in a row. Because I had, Friday, Saturday, Sunday today. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be over on Lost Caravan playing episode 7 of Nova. And I've been told that it's going to be super RP heavy, very emotional, and I will cry. So I say that every time, but this time it's been threatened that it's true. So we'll see what happens. Our characters are dealing with a sentient tower machine man who is trying to just if you've seen the episode of Doctor Who where Silence in the Library, where at the end everybody gets uploaded to the library. Basically, the big tall tower wants to do that, just like take everybody out and upload them to this tower's little digital universe, and we're like, no, but we have to defeat it first.
Spoiler alert for 2009 or whenever that episode came
Oh
out.
yeah, sorry. Sorry. It was super funny too, because like in the middle of the episode, I was like, "Hoop, have you been watching Doctor Who?" And it was like, "I've never seen Doctor Who before in my life," and I was like, "Damn," because this is feeling real familiar. But no, it's a fantastic story. Hoop's amazing. The cast is amazing. Go check us out tomorrow. And yeah, I will be on something. A lot of my campaigns also just ended because this ended. Go catch up on Ascension stuff. Book 3 just ended. Book 4, whatever that may be, will be coming soon. So keep an eye on our
Ascension
socials.
Paradise is so much fun.
It was
Like,
it was a lot of fun. I love it. It was fantastic. Go check it out. They're all mini campaigns too. So it's not too much of a load to watch. But yeah. I think we said everything for what's happening. Mass Effect will be later this month. Rise
Next month.
Matter. Yeah, sorry. This month. Matt, Rise of the Orphan, is it every other week or every week?
yes, it's bi-weekly.
Okay, so not this coming Sunday, but
I think it's
this
bi-weekly.
Sunday.
Taylor, correct me if I'm wrong in the
Honestly.
chat, but I'm pretty sure it's bi-weekly.
I watch socials
Because it was
Good.
weekly at some point. Yeah.
We got
Rich
some.
randomness on Tuesday.
We're training this on Tuesday. We got
Let's
some.
let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. It's late.
Okay.
We got it.
Bye.
Dude, it's almost 10 o'clock my
watch our
time.
channel. Yeah. I don't see anybody really that we normally raid that's online right now because it is very, very late. So I'm gonna put on the credits song from the the lo-fi albums for Zelda that we've been using. So enjoy that
There you
for
go.
a couple of minutes before we go live. But thanks everybody for watching. And I'll say it, we're done with the campaign. So have fun, play well, guys. Have fun, play well.
May all your rolls be crits.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.